everyone to the session on premise of a new law which is called the Insolvency and the Bankruptcy Code. To understand the premise of this particular law, we need to understand that what has been really plaguing the Indian financial system, or more specifically the Indian banking system. It is the non-performing assets, or what we also say, the bad loans. The magnitude has been so huge that it has started eroding the credibility of the Indian banking system. We have seen the best of the names, very critical names like Mr. Vijay Mallya, Mr. Nirav Modi, right, who have run away from the country, and we are trying to get them back. But again, the big question mark is that even if we get them back, would we really be able to recover the money which has been moved out of siphoned off from the Indian banking system? In order to address to this problem, a law has been introduced which is called the Insolvency and the Bankruptcy Code, which in the abbreviated form we also call it IBC. Let's see how this problem can be addressed, and whether IBC has been effective in addressing this particular problem. When an account becomes delinquent, what needs to be done? Immediate steps should be taken to ensure that the default is rectified, and if the default cannot be rectified, effective steps should be taken to close the company. In the erstwhile regime, we did have various laws like the Sarfasi Act, which still is there, but there the event of recovery would start only when an account was classified as a non-performing asset. And when does the account gets classified as a non-performing asset? When it is in continuous default for a period of 90 days. This used to delay the process of recovery, and the unscrupulous promoters would keep on delaying the process of getting an account classified as a non-performing asset. Having recognized this problem, under this particular code, the premise and the definition of the term default has been changed. Now, even a single default by the borrower results into a default, resulting into initiation of proceedings, which we will discuss hereafter. Number 2, if an account or if a company has gone into liquidity problem, notwithstanding the fact that whether the management of the company was involved into any kind of fraudulent activities, there's one premise which will always hold good, that maybe it was because of the misjudgment of the promoters or because of mismanagement by the promoters and the management. Are they the only stakeholders in the company? No. Is it not the other stakeholders like bankers, vendors, who have rather, if you see, they have got a major stake in the company as compared to the shareholders, and in the whole gamut of shareholders, promoters are holding a very minuscule stake. So what was the need of the hour? In case a company goes into a liquidity crisis, who should take over the affairs of the company? Is it not right that the management of the company should be moved to those who have a major stake in the company? And who are these people who have a major stake in the company? The creditors of the company. That is exactly what has happened in the IBC, that once a default happens and the default is recognized, the management and control of the company is shifted from the board of directors to the creditors of the company. So what we can say in a legal term, that instead of the debtors being in control, it will be the creditors who are in control, because they are the best people to resolve the crisis of the company. Another problem that we have been seeing in the past, not only vis-a-vis recovery of bank loans, but as far as other disputes and frauds and defaults is concerned, that there have been various anomalies in our legal system resulting into substantial delays, enormous delays in bringing in justice. And that is one of the reasons that in spite of the defaults or the delinquencies coming to foray, nothing much could be done. It was important to put strict timelines, not only on the borrowers, but also on the courts and the authorities who would be taking a decision on this, and all the stakeholders to resolve the problem in a time-bound manner. I hope you have understood the premise, and in the next sessions we'll take it forward. Thank you very much.